Howdy, howdy, I'm back. That's why it's funky. Alright, so we're gonna wrap up some shirts and dye them. And this is a junk shirt that I'm wearing, because if I get it dirty, it doesn't matter. Like, if I splash on it and get the dye on it, it doesn't matter. This is actually the shirt that I tried dyeing with the ink, and most of it turned out okay, except for where I have a couple of lumps. And I did a dry. I didn't know you're supposed to have your shirts wet, and so it didn't really do much, and so that's why I'm wearing it. I gotta find myself. That is not it. I am live, right? It says I'm live. Go. Well, it says I'm live. Oh, look, there I am. It says the amount of wetness after you wash the shirts coming out of the washer should be fine, but I don't think these are, I think these are too dry. Anyway, I have a whole pile of shirts. I gotta make sure that's not going to, nope, that is gonna come up. I have little shirts too. I have baby shirts. That doesn't have tie-dye on it. It has glue on it. Alright, so if you pop on, say hello. I still think these are too dry. They're going to get sprayed. I just think my washer does a really good job of rinsing. It's so little. I don't even know how to fold it. It's so little. All right. Well, I did like the one that I did diagonal the other day. But we're just gonna twist this one. And I am not a pro by any means. This is only my second time tie-dyeing, so it is what it is. I just don't like how this tag's in here. Don't like it. Too small. Don't like it. Let's do it how I want to do it. Which I don't know how I want to do it. See, I'd rather do it. I need a bigger shirt. I have bigger shirts. But this one's already in my hand. I just want to fold it and get it out of the way. Decisions. Hey, Kara. I don't like those tags. Oh, well, hell. This one, look. You see that? It's got an oopsie already. Well, crud. I'm not gonna wait on, I'll play with that one later. That one doesn't matter. Hope they're not all that way. No. Alright, this shirt's a little bit bigger. Like I said, supposedly you can take them out of the washer, and they should be wet enough. But I think my washer rinses too well, so they don't feel as wet as I want them to be. So we're just going to add a little extra water. I can't see comments because Facebook's being goofballs. Oh, maybe it's just the one comment. Decisions on folding is like half my battle right now. Have the shirt work for you, not against you. Alright, then what did I do the other day? I don't remember. Oh no, that's bruised. It's bruised. It's a puck. It happened on Monday. I had my blocker and I tilted it too far down and the shot came in and went under the other pad that was here and hit where there was no padding, right on the bone. That hurt. That hurt. That was not fun. And yes, I'm safe at home. Like, there's no issues. It's a puck. I have at least 25 witnesses to the shot that came in. It's fine. The guy's name that shot it supposedly was Rob. I don't even know who shot it. So it happened at hockey on Monday. All right. See, I don't think that's wet enough. All right, I'm going to wrap up some of these, and then we're going to do this. Like I said, I'm really not digging the fact that supposedly you can take your shirts out of the washer and it's supposed to be like wet enough. Yeah, no, sorry. I don't think so. Thank goodness for my sprayer from Chalk Couture. Yeah, I finished up my other shirt earlier. I put the octopus on it. It looks really cool. One of my other tie-dye shirts. And this is just a junk shirt that I have on. Right, because if I get ink on it or tie-dye on it, it doesn't matter. That's why I'm wearing it. And I'm going to tie up all these, well, not all these shirts, but I'm going to tie up the shirts that I'm going to do first, because once I get going, I don't want to take my gloves on and off. This is my second time tie-dyeing. Did you see any of the other ones that I did? Well, one's over there, and the other two are, well, the one that I heat set tonight, I may wear tomorrow, but they're in the other room. This is one of them, but I don't know what I want to put on it. I'm trying to decide what saying to put on it. See, I worry about the bleaching ones because you're also supposed to, like, apply something to stop the bleaching action. I don't know. We're gonna see. I have these. This is the problem. I have too many shirts on my desk. So basically, oh, the other shirts look better than that. They look way better than that. The one's over there, but it's drying. So I can heat set it tomorrow. The neat thing about tie-dyeing is, it's like Chalk Couture. You can't really screw it up. Turn that here. Now, some people get all these little folds perfect. I am not some people. Just because most of these are learning, and you know what? Like I said, tie-dye is tie-dye. It's just doing its thing. See, like that does need some help folding, because otherwise this collar is just going to be a pain in the booty. Next time I'm going to order the shirts without the tags, But the tags make it so much easier if you're trying to sell it, because you may not be able to see the wording on the tag, or the shirt, inside shirt tag, depending on the colors. I'm not happy with how this collar is doing. See, I don't think it's wet enough. I wish those other shirts were in here where I could show you, because they turned out really cool. Rubber bands. Life's been crazy. Oh goodness. What have you had going on? There's definitely some like top-notch tie-dye people that I've been watching their videos. It's not me. Not yet. This one's really a crappy wrap, I'll tell you that. I think it needs one more. The only problem with this, as opposed to Chalk Couture, is it's not instant gratification, because I'll dye these tonight, but they have to sit for like 6 to 8 hours at the minimum, which means tomorrow. I want another smaller shirt. Like this one. Make sure it's not ripped. Not happy about that one shirt being ripped. Yeah, with the video for the other shirt, the video I did earlier tonight has the shirt that I did the octopus on, and then I show the other shirt that I heat set beforehand. Oh, I'm running out of water. So pop onto that other video that I did tonight and take a look, and you'll see the other two, which are really, really neat tie-dyes. And of course, the other ones that I did, I also did on a live. So you can see me do those and then unveil them the next day. I originally decided to do tie-dye because at ChalkCon this year, which is our chalk convention, we were having like groovy hippie night. So I decided I wanted to chalk a shirt a shirt that I had tie-dyed. So that's what I did. I dyed a shirt and then I chalked it. And you see, there's certain ways that you can, like, you know, do things to shirts, like patterns. I'm just winging it. Like, this one's totally like just making up my own thing as I'm going. I don't know how that, oh, we're just going to squish that. All right, we'll just squish that. The problem with these kid shirts is the rubber bands are too tight for the kid shirts. That's what it feels like. There's not enough bulk. I need looser rubber bands, I guess. That needs a home. See that thing hanging out there all homeless like that? That's not going to work. And there's all sorts of fancy patterns. Yeah, I'm not to that stage yet. Hey, it's Carrie's on. We're gonna fold this one. And then we're gonna kind of do that triangular fold, or the diagonal fold that I'm liking. So for now I've run out of room. See, it's dry down there. It's not helping. I'm going to go get more water and put it in there. Oops, I need rubber bands. You want it to be wet because that helps draw the dye through the shirt. to do another rubber band right there. Maybe one on the other end. Alright, we got 4. Let me find another smaller kid shirt. And I need to go get, I'm going to take all, I'm going to take these back in the other room. I will throw those back at the washer. Oh, there's a tiny kid shirt. That's what I want. Look how little! He's so little! Ooh. I'm winging it. That is not going to work. Need to do that and get my fingers out of the way. Get my fingers out of the way. Oh, ow. All right, I'm gonna go take, I'm gonna leave 1 or 2 of these in here. I'll leave these 2 and that one. I'm gonna throw these back in the washer because they need to go sit in there. I grab a water bottle because I need more water, and I'll be right back. Alright, told you I'd be right back. It's weird to look over there and I'm not on the camera. Because most of these shirts I'm going to add some more water when I get ready to dye them. I just don't think they're wet enough. The last time I did these, they were like a lot wetter, and it just seemed to work. Alright, that is the shirt that's got an issue. Aha! There's my tray. I'm going to put that back down. protecting my table because it is dye. All right. So, these are the gloves I had on last time, and I know one of the fingers has a leak in it, but it's all right. All right, woohoo! Totally don't remember which shirt was which. I'm just going to give them a little spray of water. All right, we're going more with a Halloween fall on these, so let's see what we get. And the colors I have lined up to use are yellow, purple, red, black, and orange. And this one, well, we're just going to do it this way. I've seen people do this, so we're going to, you know, I should have shook these up again. Oh well. Towels. Oops. Well, that didn't work out. I made a pumpkin, in case you can't tell what that is. I've seen somebody else do these, where they actually like make a drawing on it and then like they unveil it later. No, you missed me wrapping up shirts, Tori, is really what it is. So I'm just goofing off now and putting color on stuff. Now, I'm going to flip it and do the same thing on the other side in just a second. I want that to soak in more, because that's not really, it's not in with the rubber band like it should be. Anyway, I saw somebody that when they do this kind of tie pattern, then they like make a design on it and then flip it, and then you can't tell it's a pumpkin when you undo it. Like, I've seen him do turtles and mushrooms and all sorts of fun stuff like that. And it's like, okay, that's kind of cool. These are just Gildan shirts. And they're pretty sure they're cotton. Now the guy that I'm talking about doing those shirts is also like really good. I'm not there. Not yet. I'm just having fun because it's like something to play with. This time we're going to avoid rubber bands. Like I said, you won't be able to tell that that's even a pumpkin when I unveil it later. Not later tonight. Later as in after I rinse them and wash them. Because these have to sit for like 6 to 8 hours to soak up all the ink, dye, whatever you want to call it. Kind of went heavy on the purple on that one. I need some more of these. I need to go to the dollar store and get more of these little tray things. I'm going to wipe that. My rubber bands have some dye on them. Alright, that one's going to go dog hair. And go sit over here. Leave it play. Now we're going to play, we'll play with these all at the same time. No idea what these are going to turn out looking like. I may not even use the red tonight. I could. Maybe I will. Ooh, that is a lovely yellow shade. That's about the shade of my pads. They're like neon yellow. There is no rhyme or reason to where I'm putting color. It's just wherever I feel it. Oh, I definitely want to use purple on that one. This one looks like a candy corn. It looks like a candy corn. I may not put any other color on that one. It looks like a candy corn. Yeah, it does look like candy corn, so I'm just going to leave that one as it is. I got to flip it though. Now when you flip it, you can change the color. They don't have to match, but I'm going to match them up because, like I said, I'm still learning. So, sure. They are, since the tag's in the way, heavy cotton, Gildan. Can't read more than that. I am going to have to go, I still have a whole bunch of bottles of dye, but I am going to have to go buy more. I already know that. Because this is fun. It's just not instant gratification though. That's the only problem with it. Oops, tripped. And I really don't know how much dye is too much, how much is just enough. But then again, this is only my second time tie-dyeing, so learning process. Gotta make sure they don't touch the other ones. Digging this purple color. It's okay if your phone died. You're back. Oh, we're going to be out of orange real quick. We'll just lighten it. not being perfect. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to have fun doing this. Out of orange. It's okay, we're going to cheat. Lighten it. And we used red. Just kind of did a line of red. Cheating. I think that's going to look pretty cool. We'll see. As long as I don't go crazy with like throwing red dye everywhere. Oh well. Alright. I'm out of shirts. I need to, oh look, my fingers come out of my socket. That was probably the one that had the hole in it the other day where it kept leaking in. I need to find which shirt is the one that has the rip in it. Not that one. I think it's this one. Yeah, it needs to be sewed up. The sleeve doesn't have the hem on it correctly. Okay, that's gonna be the last shirt. That was almost bad. Now technically the ink or the dye, technically the dye is supposed to be used within 24 hours of making it or adding the water. So that's why I'm going to tie up two other shirts real quick. I need to put this somewhere where it's not going to spill. It's going to be in your view. Oops, sorry, hit the camera. It's going to be in your view because that's just what I have to do. The shirt that I have on, I made. This is the one I attempted to do with the watered down ink, but I didn't water it down right, and the shirt was dry when I went to dye it. I didn't know they were supposed to be wet, so it only really soaked in where I had it applied. So it's now my junk shirt, so if I get dye on it, it doesn't really matter. Like I said, I don't think these shirts are wet enough when they came out of the washer, so I'm just going to add some more. Woo! Wouldn't stop. I'm going to add some more water before folding this one up. Ew, that was sticky. I swear I haven't used. I swear those dies came with 3 bundles of rubber bands. Oh, these are teeny tiny. These will work. So I had to get some more rubber bands out. No. I'm tie-dyeing with tie-dye dye. This was an experiment using watered-down Chalk Couture ink that I did wrong. We're using dyes out of a tie-dye kit, which is why they have to be used within 24 hours of putting the water in them, because that's what you're supposed to do. I do not like the tags on these shirts, but since I'm going to sell them, I need the tags on the shirts so I know what sizes the shirts are. And you can't see what I'm doing, I'm sorry, but my tray has to go somewhere and it's sitting there. Ooh, that doesn't work. I'm just randomly folding this one. Kind of folding it like the flag, with the diagonal pattern to it. No, the shirt I'm wearing was the experiment. I can go back and try to do that again now that I know that the shirts are supposed to be wet, so it's easier for the ink to spread or the dye to spread. Just when I did it, I didn't know that. Plus it takes a lot of water to water down the ink to the right consistency, and I feel like I'm wasting my ink, whereas I'd rather buy the tie-dye kit because that's what it's meant for instead of my actual Chalk Couture inks. So I just folded this willy-nilly and made some folds. I'm going to water or spray down this other shirt because I think I have enough to do a couple shirts. And then I'll put my gloves back on after I tape that one, probably. We may even fold this shirt the same way. What is this? Oh, this is some sort of youth large. This is not an adult large. I got some kid shirts. I'm not used to having kid shirts. I'm going to probably have everything in here wet, except for the shirt. Plus, these have been out of the washer now for, what, 30 minutes? Something like that, so they've dried out. Okay. Alright, let me fold this one up. Let's see. How are we going to do this one? Let's do from the bottom. I haven't done one like that, where I fold from the bottom up. I'm doing more like an accordion fold. That way I have more edges where the ink or the dye will come through. And that's what you want. Ew, now I gotta do the sleeves. Oof. Sleeves. Guess at this point it's just easier to flip it. That sleeve is not very wet. It is now. It's soaky. Alright, I'm going to fold these sleeves in just so they're tucked out of the way. And I think I'm going to just fold the whole shirt in half. And then tie it up this way. The fun part's opening them and seeing how it turned out. And that was really fun because we did it on camera last time, but I've since read that you're really supposed to rinse the shirts while they're tied, or, you know, with the rubber bands. So if there's, so the ink doesn't get in the spots where you've got it tied off, like the white spots, because it can run into those areas. So if that's the case, that means I'm not opening the shirts on the live, because I'm going to rinse them first. And you rinse them in cold water to kind of turn off the dyeing effect, supposedly. And then you can rinse them in hot water after that. And that helps get the rest of the dye out. Ooh, that is a crazy rubber band. I may even do one horizontal on here. I'm going to tie these again. I think I will do a horizontal one on this one. And then we're going to dye these two. Oh, that hurt. And some people say you're supposed to put, or some websites say you're supposed to put these in plastic wrap after. I didn't on the last batch, but they were really wet. Alright. Probably should have put that below the other rubber bands, but oh well. It's there now. Rubber bands. Need more water in there. So we're going to do that, otherwise we're going to forget. Alright, pull this down, sorry. Had to be done. I do, I have water everywhere. Overspray water. Alright, I need a piece of this. There's one glove. Where's my other one? There it is. Taped my finger up. Now it's too short. Alright. No clue how I'm doing these. I just know I got quite a bit of purple and red to use up. I feel like my hair's in the way. Alright. You don't have to go all the way to the edge because it should soak in. There's a lot of folds on that end right there. I'm going to finish this one before I go play with that one. Because I may run out of ink, dye, whatever you want to call it, before I get to that one. See, not much left, which is why I wanted to finish this one before continuing on with that one. All right, we will leave that one. play with this one. I'm out of colors. Oops, out of purple. Okay, that's red. That means that one's red. See, I just splattered, but I don't care if it gets on this shirt. And that means this one's black. All right. Woohoo. I want a little more color. All right, empties. All right, so there's our shirts. Can't do anything else. Not right now. Those all have to sit for like 6 to 8 hours, which means tomorrow. And I need to clean this off. I'm going to use this shirt to clean this off, actually. This is the one that's got the rip in it. And I'm just going to use it to clean up all the water on my, all the dye on my tray and on my little rack. And off my hands. Just a different effect. Alright, so that's it. I'm just going to play here. And does it matter if they stay longer before you rinse them? Nah. They're supposedly supposed to still be wet. I don't know what happens if they dry out totally. I'm not going to cover mine, really. I'm just going to let them sit out. I didn't... The last ones that I did were really wet. I even took... Did I take them all out? I think I took them all outside to let them, like, dry out some because they were so wet. It didn't really matter because they didn't really dry out that much because they were so wet. I shouldn't have taken my gloves off. I'm going to end up with ink all over me. Okay, I'm going to let y'all go before I have a problem. And we will see how these do tomorrow. Like I said, I'm going to do like they say and rinse them first and then take them out of the rubber bands. You rinse them in cold to stop the dyeing process, and then you can wash them in hot to get the rest of the dye out. But I'm going to leave them as is and not cut them open and show them online when I do the opening. That's just going to have to be done afterwards. Sorry. It's more fun on camera, but it is what it is. Alright, y'all have a good night. Thanks for hanging out and dyeing some shirts with me, and I'm going to go clean up my mess. Bye!